Sean, the first time I saw you was from behind shooting a 3-pointer. And I went like, what? Like my brain hurt. I was like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that was 25 plus years or more than
Yeah.
that. So, oh my God.
Look, I love Winning Time. The one thing that I kept saying throughout the course of this year was, when is season 2 coming back? It was my most anticipated show, and it lives up to the hype. It continues to be my favorite show. Michael, first question for you, because we get a glimpse of both your characters in the first season. I mean, they're not fully as fleshed out as they are in this season, but after losing that championship in the first season, where is Red at when we see him in season 2?
Crush them. Put them in their loser place where they belong. Relegate them to what he believes they are, which is a flash in the pan. He really. I think that, in all seriousness, the respect that they ultimately have for each other is earned, because initially Red Auerbach, being an East Coast, dyed-in-the-wool, blue-collar ethic guy, looked at this flashy, button down to the navel, hey there, hi there, ho there guy from LA with contempt and just disdain. And, you're not even a competitor. He dismissed him. And all of a sudden, hey, you win one. Well, now we're just going to have to, and then wait, hold on a second. They win 2. This is real, and this is the stuff that legends are made of. And I lived through it. I was there. I went to Boston University from 1981 to 1985. I was living in Boston, and it was mental. I mean, it was so palpable. It was an incredible period. And it's one of those things where we were all really fortunate to get to witness this thing.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Sorry, that's much more of an answer to your question.
No, look, I could talk about Winning Time all day. Sean, you are phenomenal as Larry Legend.
Phenomenal.
I'm telling you right now, phenomenal. Like the transformation you go through to play that role is remarkable. Talk to me about preparation, because we get to see Larry a lot more this season, and he has that stone cold killer instinct. Talk to me about preparing to play Larry throughout the duration of the season.
Yeah, this season definitely peels back the layers of who he is as a Celtic, and you kind of see how he grows to be where he is. That cold-hearted, cold stare, trash talking dude. You see it from 74 in Indiana on, and it's great, because I did a lot of research starting in 2014 when I was writing my own mini series about Bird, from his high school year to the 79 championship game. So being able to actually play that time frame now with him during the season, I was prepared for the moment, I thought, and then I just went even deeper with it.
Now, Sean, I actually have another question for you, because there's a theme of fatherhood that kind of plays throughout this season of Winning Time season 2. Can you talk about how Larry's father inspired him, especially through tragedy, really inspired him to become the player that he was?
Yeah, his father, losing his father really inspired him to become the player he was, because he felt almost like he let his dad down. He was a big Indiana Hoosier fan. And when he came home, let him know that he dropped out of college, he's not going back. There was always that thing in the back of his mind. And then the tragedy of his father committing suicide really, it pushed him away from the game of basketball. And if it wasn't for Bill Hodges, he wouldn't have gotten back into it competitively. He played AAU, all that type of stuff. So he was able to find father figures along the way with Bill Hodges at Indiana State, and then eventually Red Auerbach with the Celtics, because they had that same competitive drive. And Red had this, for who Red was as a person, as, a character to the public, he had this empathy that Bird was really able to attach himself to. And Red kind of acted as that father figure for him when he was on the Celtics.
I love that scene that you guys have in Larry's living room talking about the draft. By the way, Red was a draft genius. To get Parrish and McHale for literally nothing.
it really speaks to the genius of this man, and also philosophically in dealing with players and their psychology. I mean, there's no doubt but that he had insight to who Larry was, and how to nurture him and nurture his talent. And we were talking earlier about the fact that, Bill Russell speaks about how he was brilliant in that he would see a talent in someone like a Bill Russell and bring them in. And instead of trying to make Bill Russell something that he wasn't as a player and making him fit into a system, he adjusted the system to highlight the strengths of whoever it was who came into his team. And he was all about making that team the best unit they could be, with championship being the ultimate goal always. Really, and I love that now we're starting to get into those nuances in character of these men and who they were personally, privately, behind the scenes. I love that scene that Sean and I had. And like you said, it's so transformative. The first time I walked on set in the first season and saw Sean in costume, I just was like, huh? Because like I said, I grew up, I was there. I was like, he was throwing and man, he's got his 3-pointer down. He's got the same release. I was like, whoa, it freaked me out. It really did. I was like, holy shit, he's got him. Oh, I'm sorry.
I felt the same way because honestly, I thought it was like a Larry Bird deep fake. No joke. I was like, no way.
I did too. I'm like, what? Man, you did your research. You've been watching how he releases. That's right there. I mean, it's
well, and shout out to Edon Ravine, the basketball trainer. He really was all about creating the silhouette of Bird within me. So being able to learn how to dribble, how to run like him, how to shoot like him.
Sean, the first time I saw you was from behind shooting a 3-pointer. And I went like, what? Like my brain hurt. I was like, what? You know what I mean? Because that was 25 plus years or more than that. So, oh my God.
Well, look, you guys are phenomenal in this show. And in all honesty, all of you guys transform. You just disappear into your roles in such a phenomenal way that draws me in as a fan. I can't thank you guys enough for your time. The show is excellent and it continues to be excellent. Best show on TV, streaming, whatever. Thank you guys for your time. I appreciate it.